The next question is for Dr. Gitika. If you had to design a perfect plate for a teenager suffering from PCOS, what food and nutrients would you suggest or would you put in that plate?
Okay. So let us start with fiber. So your plate must have fiber. At least half a plate should have fiber. That can be sorted veggies, that can be salads. I personally love a lot of smoothies. You guys can check my Instagram page by name of Gitika Chopra. So you get a lot of healthy recipes. They are not dieting and the boring recipes. They are very interesting recipes which can be easily made. Okay. Then one fourth plate can be good carbs. 1/4 plate can be proteins. Proteins are very important for your muscle. They are very important for your synthesis. Zinc, magnesium is very important. I will suggest you guys should have chia water or basil seeds water every day because hydration is very important and detoxification is very important alongside. So chia seeds can be put 1 teaspoon in lukewarm water or a normal water and you can carry to your school. Hydration level will be high, your protein level will not drop. Even the boys who have started gymming or anyone who wants to be more into fitness, so keep your protein levels high through chana sattu, through chia seeds and sabja seeds. They really help. And start your detoxification. Boys and girls, do start it right away. You will not have the issues. The issues will be delayed to a great extent. You can have sabut dhania, you can have ginger, tulsi, and the yellow what's that called? Yellow haldi. Okay, so this is anti-inflammatory. This is an immunity booster. This is very good for your PCOS. So all of you should start it early morning. Start your detoxification.
Thank you, ma'am.
My question is, we have this PCO is to do with the girls. What is your suggestion for the boys? What do you have to tell them when it comes to PCOD?
I think PCOS, PCOD or any hormonal imbalance, maybe that can be testosterone levels going up and down or progesterone level going up and down. I'll give you 6 hacks which everyone should follow. Okay, first is movement. Movement is very important. All of us are just sitting in one place. चेयर पे बैठ गए, वॉशरूम चले गए, बेड पे बैठ के खा लिया खाना, बेड पे बैठ के पढ़ाई कर ली, ट्यूशन चले गए, वहाँ जाके बैठ गए, and like we are in this cycle, right? So movement is very important. Guys, trust me, the day you start doing movement, your productivity, I'm talking about the mental level as well, it will go up like anything. And I'm saying this from my 25 years of experience, okay? Second is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is really good. I can understand you are at the peak of your careers and you might not be able to do 16 hours fasting, but at least try to do 13 to 14 hours of fasting because your body cannot do cleaning and digestion at the same time, okay? Suppose we have a road and that road is full of traffic. To clean that road, the traffic has to be stopped, right? So same is the process with our body. If we have to clean the body, you have to stop eating. How will you throw out the toxins from the body? Toxins body से निकलेगा तो inflammation कम होगा, right? The cleaning part is really important. So this has to be done. Vitamin D exposure is extremely important. Okay. So sit in the sun. Maybe you can wear your shorts and t-shirt, or girls can wear spaghetti and sit in the sun at least for 20 minutes. Detoxification, already told you. Drink a lot of water. That's the best way to detox and start your day with nice detox concoctions. Again, it's on my page. Stress is very important. हमें बहुत stress हो गया, हमें बहुत depression है, हमें बहुत anxiety है. मुझे नहीं समझ आता ये सब. I think all of us, your teachers, your principals, and all of us have more hectic schedules of study. Don't take it as stress. Detox करो mentally अपना cortisol level को, the stress level which comes up here. This inflames the gut, right? Because the gut and the mind are connected through the vagus nerve. So if you take a lot of stress, the cortisol will go up high. The gut inflammation will be more. You would have heard Vidya Balan saying, मेरे तो कभी पतली नहीं हुई थी क्योंकि किसी को समझ नहीं आया कि मेरे gut में inflammation था. And मैंने अपने gut को heal किया, मैंने inflammation heal किया और मेरा weight loss हो गया. Okay? So inflammation increases the weight as well. So this has to be done. And last is your sleep. The circadian rhythm is very important. Sleep on time, get up on time. You have to set your pattern of circadian rhythm. This is really important. The day you start following, boys, girls, everyone, the day you start following these 6 rules, you will not have any disturbances in the body.
Thank you so much, Shah.
Good afternoon. So my question is for Ms. Ritika Chopra. Do traditional family eating habits such as high carb meals increase PCOS risk in teenagers, and how can families adapt?
Okay, it's not the traditional eating habits, it's the lifestyle change and the junk food we are eating. And when we go to eat a pizza, we should not eat a whole pizza. We can have a thin crust base pizza. Okay, if you want to have pasta, we can have a whole wheat pasta or quinoa pasta. Instead of white sauce, we can take red sauce. So, right eating is important. We will not stop you from eating. PCO is not starvation. It's again the right thing. You can include a lot of millets in your diet, so that really helps. So control the portion size even if you want to eat the junk food. That's important.
Okay, thank you so much.
My question is for Ms. Ritika Chopra. Many people start to follow different diets like keto diet and etc. and cut down on paneer and curd. So how do these foods worsen these conditions? The condition.
See, if you talk about the trends which come up, which is like keto diet, GM diet, ABC diet, whatever, there's so many diets which are coming and going. First, please don't follow any trend. It's a lifestyle change which we need to do. I've already talked about so many points. So we should focus on them. And if you talk about dairy and the paneer part in your PCOS, the cows are being artificially given a lot of hormones for the more milk production. So if you take that milk, that will worsen your PCOS. So if you want to take milk, you should take plant-based milk, which can be almond milk or coconut milk, and it's really nice if you can get it made at home, and it's very easy. Just soak the almonds and just peel them and put it in water, and it's done. And same is with coconut, right? So you should have them, and if you want to have paneer, you can get the paneer made at home. So that's the best thing which should be done.
So the second question is for Dr. Gitika. Beyond just junk calories, how do processed food like chips, sodas and instant noodles worsen PCOS symptoms?
Okay. I was in my 12th and I was around 85 kgs. Okay, I was only into studies, and now I'm 45 years old and I try to keep my weight around 58 or 59. And girls, trust me, I was suffering from PCOS. I had acne all over my face, hair thinning, and pigmentation on my skin. But pigmentation happens because the insulin spikes up. Okay, it was all because of wrong eating habits. It is when the insulin spikes up, the inflammation happens in the body. So right eating, right quantity, clean eating is very important. PCOS is not about nahi khana ya sugar chhodna. No, that's a myth. So eat right. The quantity, quality is very important. Adequate amount of fiber, adequate amount of protein, right carbs are important. So keep your junk secondary. Keep it as a treat for yourself and try to have I'll suggest a laddu for you, okay? So your moms can make it for you. So that's called a hormonal seed laddu, which is given to all my PCOS girls, and even boys can have it. It's really nice, okay? So pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, sesame seeds, flax seeds, just dry roast them, and then for the binding, you can put dates ka paste bana lo, and you can put the jaggery powder and ghee for the binding. You take one laddu every day and you will see the difference. And detoxification is also important. We'll talk about it as well. So do all this and the PCOS will really work.
Thank you, ma'am.
Question is for Ms. Ritika Chopra. Do traditional family eating habits such as high carb meals increase PCOS risk in teenagers, and how can families adapt?
Okay, it's not the traditional eating habits, it's the lifestyle change and the junk food we are eating. And when we go to eat a pizza, we should not eat a whole pizza. We can have a thin crust base pizza. Okay, if you want to have pasta, we can have a whole wheat pasta or quinoa pasta. Instead of white sauce, we can take red sauce. So right eating is important. We will not stop you from eating. PCO is not starvation. It's again the right thing. You can include a lot of millets in your diet, so that really helps. So control the portion size even if you want to eat the junk food. That's important.
Okay, thank you so much.